Hi and welcome to this video training. In this video we will run some initial tests on a newly installed bot. This step will allow us to ensure that the environment has been configured correctly, and that we are ready to start using the bot. Before we begin testing the bot, we need to make sure that the bot executions are not blocked by any antivirus software, and we need to change the user control account settings. In Windows, we need to add the B4 folder to the exclusion list. For that, we open the antivirus settings. And under Exclusions, we will add the B4 folder to be excluded. In this case we also need to add the B4 folder of the bot user to the exclusion list. These folders could be hidden, so you may need to change the view settings to show hidden folders. Antivirus and security settings are the most common reasons your bot may not be able to execute its actions, so make sure to whitelist B4 and its processes on the controller as well as on the bot session. Next, we will need to change the user account settings and change this to never notify. Now we can begin with setting up the bot test scenario. In the last video we have installed bot 01, which we can see here in the Object Manager. To test if the bot is functional in this environment, let's first connect to the Windows session the bot will be using. We'll connect via remote desktop at a smaller resolution, and use the bot Windows user credentials. Let's save the remote desktop for the bot session. Now that we are connected, let's change the background so that we know which window is the bot session. Here we can open the B4 console, which will connect to the main controller. If your bot is installed on a remote machine, you will first need to install the B4 console in the bot environment, which you can find in the download section of the B4 dashboard. Since the bot session is on the same server as the main controller, the B4 console is already available. This console is synchronized with the controller and allows us to configure the bot further. To configure the first bot action, let's navigate to the Automation Manager. Here we can create a so-called bot recording which we can later deploy to the bot. Let's go ahead and create a new group, and create a test recording. If this is the first time using the Automation Manager, you can find details of the functions in various other training videos. For now we will create a simple bot action for testing purposes. Right-click onto the new recording and click Edit. Now between the two timers, we'll create a simple action to run the notepad. We'll add a wait for window action. And then we'll write, "Hello world." Next we will save this action, and then we can test the recording by executing it directly from the Automation Manager. As we can see, the bot action executed successfully. It is important to note that this bot action was executed through the Automation Manager, and not the bot itself. To test if the bot can execute the action, we will now deploy this new recording to our newly installed bot. To do this, we right-click onto the recording and choose Deploy to B4 Bot. Here we can now select our bot 01 and deploy the recording to a new checkpoint. Now we can switch to the console on our administrator session. Click F5 to refresh the Object Manager, and we can see the new checkpoint, and the new recording successfully deployed. From here we can now execute the action, and see if the bot will run it. As you can see, this was also successful. Lastly, we want to make sure that the bot can execute the action while the remote desktop session is disconnected. Productive bots can run in the background without the need of an active remote desktop session, so let's make sure this is functional. For this, we'll reset everything and disconnect from the bot session. Before we perform this test, it is worth checking some settings. Firstly, the bot properties and credentials. And next, the properties on the checkpoint service. We want to make sure the checkpoint uses the same resolution for all the bot executions. In this case, we want to change this to 1280x800, as this is the resolution we used when we created the bot action on the bot session. Okay, and now let's execute the action one more time. As you can see, the action was executed successfully according to this status. Let's log into the bot session and see if the notepad was opened. Great, now we have also verified this and completed the bot testing procedure. Thank you for watching.